Now, there have been times in the past where people have rightly questioned the way in which our aid money has been spent. But I have to say that has changed in recent years, largely initiated by my right honourable friend when he was International Development Secretary, the member for Sutton Coldfield. We spend our aid differently, and we have developed, and successive International Development Secretaries did this too, developed real expertise. And we're now hitting the needy across the world with a double whammy, because they're losing our funding and they're losing our expertise as well. Very happily.
I'm extremely grateful to my right honourable friend for giving way. Does she realise that the position is far worse than was set out when the so-called merger took place? Because what has happened is that the DFID has been completely dismantled. And even in the days of her predecessor, Lady Thatcher, Mrs Thatcher, there was within the Foreign Office an Overseas Development and Administration, which was a sort of department for development, with a Minister of State in charge of it. There is nothing like that today. The whole thing has been completely smashed to pieces, as she is saying in her speech.
Well, I thank my right honourable friend for clarifying that point so well. It is absolutely imperative, if we are going to continue to be respected as a country that leads in relation to overseas aid, that not only do we spend the money, but also we have the expertise to ensure that money is being spent properly. And it is a different skill set, I would say, from hosting receptions in the British Embassy and getting to know local businessmen and politicians, actually knowing how to deliver aid on the ground logistically so that British taxpayers' money is spent in the most effective way. And maintaining that expertise is particularly important if the government is to be believed, as we hope they are, in saying that they're going to restore the 0.7%. Because at that, when you cut a programme, you can't just say, well, you're not having that money this year, but next year you're going to have it. People will not be there. People will not be employed any longer to give the aid on the ground. And you need the expertise to be able to build the programmes up. And it seems to me we're looking at a sort of perfect storm where not only the money's gone away, but actually when the time comes, and I hope it'll be next year, that the government restores 0.7%, we actually find that the people aren't there in the department to be able to ensure that that is being done and being done effectively. So I would like to say to the Minister that I would sincerely hope that we can restore the respect that we have had around the world through our funding and our expertise, restore the 0.7%, look holistically at the aid spending, don't lose DFID expertise, and then we might be able to return to what that response to the fourth special report said as an enterprising, outward-looking and truly global Britain that is fully engaged with the world. Sadly, at the moment, the message is rather different. Yeah.